What's good guys, my name is Ishan. You're probably busy, which is perfect because on this channel we like to keep things short and sweet. No fluff, just quick and to the point. We're going to be going over all the nitty-gritty details that you need to know about why Slack stock could double. That's right, we're going to be going over all the details plus a quick technical analysis at the end, which is just as important. So as always, if you enjoy these short and value-packed videos, make sure to drop a quick sub and let's clock in. So Slack is a stock I called out quite a long time ago, but there's some new things I want to talk about with this company and some updates. And along with Slack, I've called other stocks like Elastic Envy multiple times in the 90s. So congrats to whoever bought it because we just hit all-time highs, baby. Then Appian, I literally called the ultimate cloud stock to buy when it was at $40. Now it's up close to 70% since then, up to $70 a share. Then Virgin Galactic in the 60s, Datadog in the low 90s, and again at $100, and so many more. Anyways, so Slack has been talked about a lot quite recently as Jeremy from Financial Education has just bought it. However, this is a stock I've personally traded short term multiple times in the last year through some call options, and I recently started an investment position in the stock of only 10 shares at $26 a share. Yes, I know it's a very small amount. Usually I take initial positions of 100 shares, but this was after Slack's sell-off after its earnings, so I was being careful, and in fact today I added again another 15 shares. It's a small amount, but I still plan to keep adding slowly this month. So when Slack reported numbers, they reported revenues of $215.9 million, up 49% year over year, 8,000 net new paid customers, and in total over 130,000 paid customers, up 30% year over year. Along with that, for the full fiscal year of 2021, Slack currently expects total revenues of $870 million to $876 million, representing about 40% growth year over year. And so if we just look at the growth along the years, $200 million for fiscal 2018 doubled to over $400 million in fiscal 2019, then up another 50% to $600 million in fiscal 2020, and now 40% growth to $800 million this fiscal year. We're looking at a company doing over $2 to $3 billion in revenue by fiscal 2024 by their current growth trends. That is just massive. Slack, while I'll be honest, is kind of expensive at today's levels. At a price to sales of 22, they are undervalued compared to what they could be trading at considering the potential growth they have. They're expecting free cash flow or break even for this fiscal year and are slowly turning profitable as well. The main mistake I've seen many analysts and investors making is comparing Slack to Zoom. Comparing a collaboration tool to a video calling tool is just unfair. The simplest way I like to put it is comparing FaceTime to Gmail. They both have different uses and they're completely different. Its products and services are fundamentally different than compared to Zoom, so it just doesn't make any sense. And this is something that's plagued the stock for a while now. Everyone's seeing Zoom going 300% growth, worth I guess 200 billion now or something crazy like that. Meanwhile, Slack only 50% year over year growth, but the thing is their products are completely different. Now this brings me to my second point, which is Slack's competition. That is obviously your Microsoft Teams, Google G Suite. Yes, these two companies have the massive networks to have way more money than Slack, and even for a long time I didn't even see how Slack would succeed in the long term. That was until IBM gave Slack the contract over Microsoft Teams to be used by over 300,000 employees. When I saw this happening and I saw Amazon using Slack, Uber, and so many more, I realized, and what I believe many people don't see, is that Microsoft is losing its influence. Back in the day, Microsoft was a monopoly in the enterprise space, but now the dynamics are changing. Now there are multiple options, and in fact even better options like Slack. Teams only make sense for companies that are predominantly a Microsoft shop. Slack will continue to find new customer bases, and in fact their dollar net retention rate of 125% shows that existing customers are in fact spending 25% more the year ago, and customer growth has overall been very strong. Then lastly, I believe that Slack could be bought out by Amazon or potentially even another company. Microsoft has Teams, Google has their own thing, and Amazon has Chime. time, which has been a complete failure, so the possibility of Amazon acquiring Slack is there. The reason is because Amazon offers an array of cloud services. By adding a collaboration tool like Slack, it will only allow them to entice more companies to hop onto their cloud services and use it more. Once they hop onto Amazon's cloud network to use their tools, they get trapped in their ecosystem. Kind of like once you use an Apple phone, it's very hard to switch to an Android. And it makes sense, as we all know remote working is the future. Companies are already saying that employees don't need to come back to work, and so to capitalize on it, Slack in my eyes is probably at the top of the list for companies looking to get into the team collaboration space like Amazon. Now lastly, for a quick technical analysis, as we can see, Slack had resistance at the $30 level for the longest time. It did end up breaking above the $30 level and turning it into support before ultimately crashing after earnings. Now that it's bounced and broken back above the $30 level, we are kind of overbought right now, and it seems like we'll probably get a pullback back to that $30 level. And then what I'm looking for is for the Slack to turn that $30 level into support and bounce, and if it bounces, I'll probably buy more over there. Then I believe that the stock will most likely push back up to $34 a share, then maybe even fill the gap at 38. So make sure you subscribe and like, and let me know down below what you guys think about Slack stock, and if you guys see it doubling. This is certainly a very interesting company that I've been buying for a long time, and one I'm looking to buy even more. The company is just awesome, has a lot of future potential. So let me know all of that, do all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, clocking out for now. Peace.